I love using branches in my designs, and I'm often considered to be that person that saves them, so I have that stick bucket that I'm going to use someday kind of thing, and well, I love using them. And so this design that I want to show you today is using all of those branches and different things that you can use. I want to start with basically this branch sculpture. And I like doing this because I can use up a lot of extra materials like permanent botanicals that you have. Because usually with my stick bucket I have like a silk bucket. That's a box that has all kinds of leftover leaves and different things in it, and I like using those up in the designs. So what I have are just some leaves that I have left over off of some branches, and these are permanent botanicals, meaning that they're silk. And then I just add a little bit of Oasis adhesive to this. I'm going to let that get tacky, and as you can see, I have a container with foam and then just some branches inserted down into that. And this is something that you can do ahead of time, and for like holidays, this is a terrific time saver because you get an extreme perceived value with this, but yet you can add your details to it when you want to. So once these get a little bit tacky, as they stick together here, then I'm going to go through and just add them. And sometimes you have blunt ends on these branches, and so you can add a leaf over top of that. It could be all different types of silk blooms if you want. I love doing this particular design at just about any holiday time frame that you have. For example, this could be kind of fall-y because I have kind of like fall leaves that I'm using here. But at Christmas time, you could put in snowflakes, or you could do meter balls if you wanted to. For Valentine's Day, you could do hearts. For Easter or spring, you could do eggs, you could do nests, you could do, oh my gosh, the ideas are endless. You could put whatever you wanted to use up into this. This is also a great design to do onesies. And when I'm talking about onesies, I'm going to put you right in front of this big cut. Onesies are where you have one of this, one of that. By the end of the day on your design counter, you have, oh, maybe a broken flower this, broken flower that. So you can tuck that into this, because now what I have, all I have to really do is cover the base structure. So I'm just going to take some moss, and this is Ranger Moss from Accent Decor, and I'm just going to pin that in. And all I'm doing are basing, is basing techniques. Basing techniques is anything that you do to cover your foam. So whether you do grouping, whether you do clustering, whether you do layering, all these different things can be a basing technique. And I'm just taking up space, basically, so that I don't have to add a lot of flowers to all of this. You could fill it all in with flowers if you wanted to. But I don't have to do that, so I'm just adding moss. And taking it and sticking it in between. It could be any kind of moss that you want to use. It could be sphagnum moss, sheet moss, whatever you want to use. So then I've got some space in with the moss, and now I just want to add some flowers to this. And like I said, if you're going to do onesies, you have to make that intentional. And what I mean by that is that you just add one. Basically, you have to have two of everything to have repetition in your design, but this is just a great way to add one flower, or one, if you have one leaf left, it's like, what am I going to do? This one I have to have two, so I'm going to just put them together. Leftover anthurium leaves. But, like, I have one orange carnation. So we're going to add you down into our base. And I have one, oh, I actually have two orange carnations, but I have one orange lily. So that's going to give me color balance by letting me add that, bring it from the top to the bottom. Keep knocking my little leaves off here. So I've got orange and orange. I do happen to have another orange, so I'm going to be using. But again, if you have this sitting on your design table, then when you break something off or something falls off or any of that, you can just tuck it into the design and create a design. And by the end of your morning or afternoon, you'll have a completed design. So put it from front to back with the different textures. I have a little bit of purple status. So you can see kind of how easy this is to do. And do a little bit of grouping here. Putting our status together. And from front to back. And it's just a really fast way to complete a design and just to add a few different things to this. As long as you've got all of your space covered, then you can have your beautiful design. Now thinking about how rectangular this is, you can add as much to this as you want to. It doesn't necessarily have to be really, really full. It could be just semi-full if you wanted it to be. But just adding all those different elements. I have another one that I want to show you. It can show you how you can use many different types of containers. Here I've taken a beautiful dish and then floral foam inside of the dish. Now I can't tape this like I could tape this one because I don't want it to show on that outer edge. So all you do is take duct tape. Here I have some zebra for any duct tape, or you can cover it up. You put that down in the bottom of the bowl, you take your floral foam, dip it in pan glue, and stick it down to the duct tape. So the glue sticks to the duct tape sticks to the dish, and then you don't have to worry about having to hide any type of tape. But here I've just used some forsythia branches, beautiful branches, and basically all my flowers are down to the base with the green carnations, all the different types of chrysanthemums, a few coming up all the way through. But it gives me a tremendous perceived value at a very fast pace, and it's really fun to create these to whatever theme that you want to create. So have fun with them.